All right, PLO round one. Now, while I'm operating the PLO, I have to use this special table, which is what is called the AI table, I should say. For this, I'm going to roll dice. At the moment, on my table, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 groups to operate, which sounds like it's a bit more than what the Jordanians have, but this is where quantity rather than quality may come in. So we're going to start rolling dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've rolled 11 dice, and we're then going to see by each card what each unit is going to do. Hopefully this will account for something, because if not, it's going to be a bit difficult. The interesting way of dealing with the game in this way is it really does give an interesting dynamic as to what potentially can happen. So assigning command dice, order dice to each unit, and we'll go from there. Now, one of the units, the last one, the anti-tank group, I have to actually roll to see if they're actually going to do anything, because, of course, they suffered a pin. So we have to do a remount to see if they're actually going to do anything, or a rally. So we check if they're going to rally again and remount their truck, and they actually did. So that's good. That means that they'll be able to do something, but not this turn. They've just been unpinned, so that's good for them. At least their truck will be ready for the next turn. And tank group will flip his card over, saying that he has done something. So going over, the first unit that seems to have an order is our K3, otherwise known as the T-55s. They're going to see what they can do. Their order is telling them to go on the left flank. So they're going to advance out around the fort and head towards the APCs. So taking a look at their movements, and they're basically able to go on a terrain dash. Well, tactical is only 25, so we're going to see if we can actually move them forward and have them open up with their guns. So that's basically going to put them on the other side of the wall here. 1, 2, and 3. So with the guns going up to 80 centimeters, more or less, they're right on the edge of the firing point for their guns. They're going to aim at the M48s. So we have 3 guns, 1, 2, and 3. One gun hits, and it's going to try to take out the commander to see if they can mess up the commanding tank. Round may have bounced through. With firepower, the round has actually stunned the commander tank. So the commander tank is going to take a pin at this point. So K2, they fire. The next one is the K1, the T-34-85s. Their guns are a bit weak, but they're still going to try to see what can happen. So they're going to advance. Their order is to go on the right. So they're actually going to go forward to the right in front of the Jeeps, and they just so happen to, unfortunately, have to take on, they're going to see if they can take on the M48s as well, because they know that they're not going to be able to do well against the Centurions, but we're going to try for the Centurions anyway, because they're right to their front. Centurions and T-34-85s Did face off during the Korean War, so it's not a far stretch. Let's open up, see what happens. All 3 guns hit. That's right, interesting. We'll take a look here to see if they actually were able to punch through the armor. Bang, bang, bang. We have basically all 3 rounds have punched. They've fired. They haven't destroyed the tanks. I'm going to take a look at their firepower. See if, in fact, that's going to help them out, their firepower. One actually, his firepower went right through. So we have another pinned tank. Rather amazing. There we go. So another pinned one of those. And according to what my camera is saying, that's all we can do for this turn.